Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I will explain you about what is bubble sort. Hey, I'm Vijay and welcome to VL coding channel. So basically what is bubble sort? Before that we have to understand what is sorting. Sorting means if you have an array with unsorted elements, so after using some such type of algorithms we can arrange the values from lowest values to the highest value, so that's called sorting. So in this video I will explain you about bubble sort. If you see this array, the elements that are arranged from lowest value to the highest value, here for example take this is an array. So if you see the values that are present in this array, if you see 3 is greater than 2, so if the current value is greater than the next value we can just simply swap the numbers. So by swapping that numbers we can see like this. So continue this process until the all elements are that are sorted. So just for an example, take this as an array. So if you see the elements that are first 7 and 12, if you compare 7 and 12, the first value 7 is greater than 12. Is that true? No, it's not true. So if the statement is true we can just swap the numbers. If it's wrong, just move into the next step. So in the next step we can see the 12 and 9. Is 12 greater than 9? Yes, that's true. So we can just swap the numbers. And then that 12 and 11, if you see the 12 is greater than 11, so that's true, we can just swap the numbers. And then 12 and 13, 12 is greater than 3, so 3, so we can just swap the numbers. So by continue this process until the elements are that are sorted, at the end we can just see this sorted array. So bubble sort implementation. To implement the bubble sort algorithm in programming language we need an array with values to sort. So this is an example of an unsorted array. So looping, first loop, an inner loop that goes through the array and swap values. If the first value is greater than the second value, this loop must throw one less value each time it runs. And second loop, an outer loop that controls how many times the inner loop must run. For an array with n values, this outer loop must run n minus 1 times. At the end we can get this sorted array. So just so first take an array, like array equals to give some values like 6 and 2, 3, 8, 9 and 10, and then next 4 and 5 and 7 and 1, so like it. And then n equals to length of array. So here we are getting the length of an array. First the inner loop, for I in range of n minus 1. Why? Because we give n minus 1. So here the length we are looping that times n minus 1 times. And then next loop for j in range of n minus I minus 1. So if you see why we give n minus I minus 1, so if you see that n value is length of an array and I is whatever the value that comes from the outer loop, and minus 1, so it loops the length of an array minus 1 times. So just here next is checking the statements. If array of j is greater than array of j plus 1, So if the condition is true, just swap the number, like array of j comma array of j plus 1 equals to array of j plus 1 comma array of j, like this. So at the end we can get an sorted array. So just print that array, print of array. If you run this, so here we can get the sorted array. So what is the time complexity of a bubble sort algorithm? So if you see, the bubble sort algorithm loops through every value in the array, comparing its values to the next to the values. So for an array of n values, there must be n such comparisons in one loop. After one loop, the array is looped through again and again n times. This means there are n into n comparisons. In totally there are n square. So the time complexity for bubble sort is n square. And this is the question. So just read the question and comment on the answer below. If you found this helpful, just like, share and subscribe. Thank you.